Just for that shot.
That was sick. That was sick. Welcome back to the channel. Pilot Ryan here with another new one for you. Now, some of you recognize this one as it was a larger plane at 59-inch wingspan. Now, this super scale RC model of an air tractor has been released in ultra micro size. Guys, I'm gonna throw in some B-roll of the really cool wire suspension on the horizontal. It's got lights all over it. The wheels and the landing gear are super rigid. I really like that, the way they've been made. And the axles are bolts. So you guys that wanna play with different tires, you absolutely can. I've got mine bound up to an NX10. The manual has real clear instructions for how to set this up with a DX radio. That means guys with a DXS radio can work it out. So good for somebody who's new to the hobby. And also IX and NX. Again, I'm on the NX10, set this up by the book, 100% full rate with 10% expo, and low rates 70 with 5% expo. Did the throttle cut, did the flat mix, all that by the book. The flat mix, full flaps is going to be a 15% elevator compensation, and half flap is 7 if I remember correctly. Looks super scale. You pull the battery hatch off from the front, not the rear. It looks like you should be able to grab it from the rear, but do not do that. That's where the tongue and groove is to key it into the fuselage. So it's magnets up at the front. Very cool looking plane. We're about to take it up for its first flight right now. If you're interested in this plane, I've been doing RC for a long time. I really appreciate your support when you click through those affiliate links in the description. That helps tremendously. This is our full time at this point. So if you're not close to RC Fun Park, Hobbytown in Granger or Palm Desert, consider clicking that link if you're shopping for this new hot ticket. Let's go. Thanks Horizon Hobby. Let's get this up. One thing I wanted to mention, I forgot, when you bind this up, it's already got safe already programmed in. All you simply have to do is flip the gear switch or channel 5 on your transmitter. So note the aileron, and then when I flip into safe, it deflects the aileron to level the plane. So if you're a low time pilot, you're gonna appreciate safe. If you hand launch this, safe is the way to go as well. I definitely suggest you read the manual because there's loads of great information, tips, and tricks in it. Yeah, all right, let's go. Oh, look at that, tail comes up. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of safe. And I love that this has lights all over it. And I'll put an info card in the video where you can see my video of the big one, the 1.5 meter air tractor, which is fantastic. And tossed around a little bit today. I'm gonna go full flap this time. Oh, I like it. Now I'm gonna go out to the south a little bit and come at us, nose into the wind. Beauty, look at that. It looks the part out here too. I mean, this is where you would see the full scale doing its thing, is somewhere like this. So we keep the wings flat and steer a lot of rudder and see what we can do. And this will run on 3S and 2S batteries. If you have the white style plug, there's a simple adapter you can get that'll take you to JST, which is what this plane's ESC is equipped with. And that means if you're sitting around on some 2S or 3S 280s, you'll be good to go. So scale and so small. And before the technology of AS3X, something small like this was actually quite a handful. I think it's just fantastic how now we got safe in, it's going to be even more stable. Oh, wow. That wind's interesting. We're going to get out of the flaps and out of safe. And I'm going to try to speed it up for you guys, but keep it where he can get it. So I know it's out there. 3S 300. How smooth and quiet. Are you getting that okay? There's steep circles right out here in front. Stealth. Just gliding in right now. A little bit of rudder. Oh, that was awesome. AS3X only, no flaps on that touch and go. Nice and low. Looks so right over the farm fields here. Now we're going to do a half flap touch and go. So well behaved. So well behaved. I had the rudder corrected way before I got down to the ground, and it really kept itself nice and right, and that was an AS3X only. Full flap regalia. Oh my goodness, look at that beaut. Just drive it all the way. Ha! Man, that is awesome. Okay, one more time, and this time in safe. Now I have a lot less work to do. I don't have to fight the aileron at all. Just the rudder. So funny how this technology for beginners makes me look like one sometimes. Let's try that again. A left rudder correction, a little bit of right aileron, but not a lot because I do have safe in. Just manage the throttle. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? I'm gonna taxi it back and we're gonna get a hand launch. The sun is playing really rough, so we're gonna get on the other side of the field, put in another battery, and show you what's up. Taking off. And I am up. And we're gonna slow it down with full flaps, and we're doing a little bit of a different pattern, just to keep the nose into the wind a little bit to try to. I like it. I like it. Good times. Let's see. What do y'all think? I've been having more fun with the micros this year than I have in forever. Generally, I'm kind of like, but I've actually been having a great time with them, mostly because I really enjoy them when it's windy, flying them like a kite. And I actually really, I don't fly the big planes and little soccer fields and stuff by where I live. Like I can just hang out in the neighborhood with a micro. So I've been enjoying them. What is up, everybody? Happy Memorial Day. It seems funny to say Happy Memorial Day, but I do hope you have a great weekend. And I'm in the right room for thinking I'm with a bunch of folks who know what Memorial Day is truly all about. So appreciate that. I'm drinking an Americano right now from the gas station. They burnt the beans, I can tell, but it's not too bad. An Americano is a fun story where it originated from, and we'll tell you in a few. What is going on? Roll Call City. We got 31 folks in here, it looks like. My goodness. Awesome. So, wow, let's go back to, I don't know, shoot, the beginning. Yeah. Eddie K in the house, Slap Nuts, Jess Harris, Lyndon Stewart, Johnson 74th Squadron. It does look like the big one. Lyndon, Mike Burr, Jess Harris, Boss 223, Victor. Everybody saying hi to each other. Mike Burr, David Martin Graff. Awesome. It looks like Victor won something. Victor, Mike Burr, Snow River, what up? Garrett, Bean Garrett in the house, getting some stick time with some real stuff lately. Awesome. P51D fan. Dad, what is happening? Matt Townsend, it does look good. Reckham Roy, Greetings from Cedro Woolley, Washington. Oh man, everybody with the well wishes, good stuff. Eddie K, E-Flight rules, yeah. The Ultra Micros, they're pretty sick. I wanted to fly today, but I've been buttoning up the sunroom that I'm sitting in right now. Jordan, what up? Night flying, decent crowd. Tell everybody I said hey. Son of a gun. Craig Beaven. It's a me, Jay Huff, Godfather RC. Nice. I was getting ready to say new people in here. I remember that's Keith. That's Garrett's pops right there. What up, dog? CVO Hobo. David. George Watts. Cool. Nice. I think I'm through the comments. Nice job on the sun. Yeah. You know, it was here when we got here. Ultramicro Timber X, Victor. That's what you want. Awesome. It was here when we got here, but when we get a house, we usually get one that needs a bunch of work. It's the only way we can get in the neighborhood she wants to be in. So I put new floors in the whole place. David says, well, if that was the case, it would have been on Thursday usually. But I do feel like very, very soon you will have something to consider. Enrique, what is going on? Nice to see everybody. 37 deep in the room. Saturday night, 4 years or so of this. Wow. Yeah, I've been peeling off, and I've been flying more over the last few weeks off camera than I have in forever. It's been really cool. Just doing it. Which is what you guys, most of you do all the time. Cool. Almost jealous sometimes. Kelly Klein in the house. Yeah, I wanted to go pop over into the fields today and fly micro, but it didn't happen. I once I got the skirt basically tore off of this sunroom, I had to button it right back up. So busy couple days. And of course, once I tear into it, I'm like, I didn't build this sunroom. So I don't think they knew what a chalk line was or what a level was or anything like that. So they create work for me when they do that. What's up, Stephen Proops? Yeah, but Steam is the way now. I mean, you have to do Steam to move forward with it. And that's how they're able to offer these basically like a la carte kind of content packs now is through that Steam interface. Boss, I know, right? I think Ryza did it. So here's a good question. Anybody know where to get a wing plug for the servos on the Carbon ZT28 to combine from mini to one? I feel like Ryza had that figured out. Maybe it's the wrong plane, but if he pops in, he can tell us. Anybody else know? Let us know. What's up, Ken? Yeah, Steam is the way now. Steam is the way. I think we're having a better connection here doing this from my place, aren't we? Man,
What model is my favorite? Enrique, I've never had a good time. I've never been able to answer that question. I just don't have a favorite. I know what I'm jonesing to be flying though right now is like the little stuff has been a lot of fun, to be honest. And I've been flying the crap out of the Twin Timber because it's pretty utility, so I can beat on it at the hobby shop. So Frankie, why did I show you that giant truck? Now you want one? It's pretty killer. Do you have any other crawlers? Nice. The internet's good from here, George. Yeah. Well, hey, look, if you're going to get that truck or any truck, you guys know the drill. Click through the links or come to the shop in either Palm Desert or here in Granger, Indiana. Right now, Enrique, I'm really jonesing to take the Beech 18 out again, to be honest. I flew one in Alabama. So you guys know when I did my video, if you're paying attention, just the Gen 7. Oh, okay. So any newer crawler would be like really dynamite. But I tell you, once you try one of those big ones with the brushless field-oriented control technology in it, dude, so game changer, especially if you're making videos. Jerry Wilfong, what's up? So what's up, Micah? So I totally just forgot what I was talking about. Wrights had just dropped the link in Boss for the deal. Man, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, favorite planes. So yeah, when I did the Beech, so there it is, Boss. We'll make sure you get that link. I knew Wrights was using it. Yep. So yeah, when I flew the Beech, I did not have a David Martin Graf Viper 90 is always a good time. Yeah. When I did the Beech, I didn't have the manual. So you guys watch me in the video, really battle and in real time discover what should have been just the way I set it up out of the box. So when you get a new one, they come with a manual. I didn't have a manual. I had production sample like number 1 on that one. And didn't have a manual, didn't have the little wood jig for setting the elevator neutral, which is a little bit of down on that one. And so the whole video, it's windy and I'm fighting like down trim. I'm giving it, loading the nose up, CG, whatever. Still had a great time, but it was like, man, I'm just, kind of fighting this thing. And then I built one in Alabama, had the book, had the jig, set it up, flawless. First flight, just dynamite. So I want to film the Beech again. Is one I want to do. I had a big yellow Trojan, but we gave that one away. I'd like to get that back out. Apparently RC Geek did his video on it, which is very cool. I think it dropped today, so you guys can check that out. And I mean, I managed to get a video out on that one pretty much around release time. So yeah. Extreme, congrats on 20K. Thanks so much. It feels weird. It feels like it should be 120K, doesn't it? That's what happens though when you go to YouTube University somewhere else, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, good times. Thank you so much. The Instagram and TikTok's doing pretty good. The RC Pods Lounge Facebook group is doing really well. Frankie, that truck is big. Man, I put out a ton of content on that lately, trying to move the ones at the store, but I really enjoy it. And a lot of times if you're buying online, you can take advantage of the points and things like that. But again, if you're going to pick one up, consider going through the Palm Desert store, Granger, Indiana, or my links. I really appreciate it. We are full-time RC, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know. So it matters. Here's a question from David. Has anybody ran into any problems flying the FMS Reflex? I understand it is pre-programmed, but isn't AS3X going to in the end outperform the Reflex? I'll tell you my take on that, and we'll see what anybody else chimes in with. I have used the Reflex. I've used the Vector. Of course, I used all of the gyros. I mean, I feel like I taught the world how to use Hobby Eagle. They've all been fine, really. I think you have to, if you have a plane that has you have to use one or the other. You're not going to be able to do Reflex and AS3X. But I think what he's asking is if the AS3X outperforms these things. For me, because I think a lot of us could probably feel the same way, where we have programmed a lot of Spektrum receivers. So I feel so very familiar with AS3X and safe and forward programming and all that, that if I'm not happy with a Reflex or a Vector, then I'm not going to try to figure out how to change it. So I'm either going to have to be happy with it and leave it alone. But if there's anything I want to tweak at all, I'm going Spektrum because it's so easy and I know how to use it and all that. That's my take on that. Wrights says the Reflex and AS3X work against each other. If you have a Reflex, get a non-AS3X receiver. Definitely good information. I don't think that's what he was asking, but yeah, very good. Very good stuff. I mean, the AS3X a lot of times is pre-programmed. I mean, it is if it's in a bind and fly, but even off the shelf, I love how easy it is to work those AS3X. The Spektrum receivers for me are what's up. And I mean, I still have a Futaba radio, but it doesn't really get used anymore unless I'm flying something that I've had for quite a while that just still is on Futaba. I mean, man, just one thing alone, like with the Reflex stuff, it's not in the receiver, so you're taking up space in the fuselage. And when I was doing Futaba and wanted a gyro, I'd use a Hobby Eagle. So again, taking up space in the fuselage. And so because of the pain, because of that nuisance, like I won't change them. I just will keep on flying the Futaba because I just don't want to mess with it. It's already set up. A lot of times that extra receiver, that extra, the gyro thing, I've got hidden under a battery tray or something, so I don't want to mess with it. Enrique says FMS Reflex works good. It works great with other radios that use S-Bus, and with Spektrum, you can use a cheaper receiver. True. I mean, how can flying the new FMS Viper 70 outperform Horizon Z Flight Viper 70 setup? Does it? They're the same plane. So I mean, I think a lot of times FMS saves the like, I wonder how the motors are rated against each other is what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of times it seems like FMS puts the hotter stuff in their own things. Yeah, and that is why I'm out. The Aura might be a better gyro, more programmable, but it requires a PC. And those Cortex gyros that I've had in some of the HSD stuff are amazing. But for me, programming it was not easy at all. But I also never done it before. So that's where I'm coming from. Is really just my experience level. I have more experience with Spectrum, and it's easier for me, I feel. That's crazy. It's the same jet. Yeah, I mean that solidifies my point where they save the good stuff for themselves. Boss says he flies without a gyro most of the time. I would too if I had to add an auxiliary unit. But if it comes with it, I'm usually down to try it out. Yeah, I don't know anything about it either, Craig. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I used a satellite in anything. Not everything needs a gyro, but everything flies better with one. I have flown a lot of these foamies, bro. And I remember when it was windy out and me and Captain Mike had to get work done and at that time they carried Horizon products as well. And it was always so nice when it had AS3X. It just smoothed it out. Everything looked better. Was easier to deal with if it was nasty out. And making videos, that stuff kind of counts. And then from the user experience, it's nice having it smooth. You know, I still think this bind and fly stuff with the tech in it already ready is just killer. And then when you want to put that technology in something else, different brand, you can still have that reliability go with you. I like it. I put it in everything now. Everything. George uses the Cortex or an iGyro. And this is on your bigger stuff, I'd say for sure. Thanks, Roy. Coca-Cola Americano. It's what's for dinner. But yeah, boss, somebody asked about the special guests that were in under the sunroom. They are all, it is done. It is finished. Jay Woody says, what? I put a gyro in my mouth. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, this business is so funny because the you end up competing with your supplier all the time. I mean, it's just interesting. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. It's Wild Wild West. It's all out of whack. 42 in the room. Give it a like and all that good stuff if you haven't. There you go, DMG. Rarely trimming out. CG usually make the adjustment and fixes it. That's what's up. It's a me. It reminds me like Mario Brothers for some reason. Yeah, David Martin Graff. If adjusting the CG doesn't work, just bore hog it. You know what I mean? And you'll be good to go. Right, Randy? 100 bought the Turbo Timber Evolution today through PilotRyanMedia.com. He decided he'd have that bird in his collection. It's a good one. The big one or the little one, dude? Hunter Yoakum in the house. Good times. Yeah, man, I'm wanting to fly. I tell you what, RC Fest in Illinois is coming up really soon, y'all. And then in July, we're doing it right here at the shop also. Looking forward to it all. Hopefully you guys can make it that are close to Monticello, Illinois for the Horizon RC Fest. Man, they got the staff to put on quite an event. What a good time. EQ Noons, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Randy's in here pushing snake oil, you know. Ethan RC, what up? Having a good time with the Ultra Micro Timber Evolution. I've been flying it almost every night. Yeah, it's fun. I flew mine right into something pretty hard. I got it a little bit out of balance now, and my spinner's missing, but it doesn't stop me. Man, literally, if it's windy, I will fly it and just hang out like a hawk over my house. Yeah, good times. Paul McNeil, what up? What up? Yeah, next week's going to be cool. Looking forward to that. Release. 1880 snake oil, I'm in. Yeah, man, I've been selling it for years, Newts. Depends who you ask, I suppose. Yeah, boss, that's what Micah was saying. Yabba dabba do. Boss, yeah, that's what Micah was saying. There, and like I said, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, bro, when the Havoc Jet and the Futuras came out, guess which one had the hotter power system? FMS. But they made them both. Lance Link got a TA 152. Craig's going to go see Chris's B58. Hustler. There you go, Ethan. Couple air tractors. That's what I was wanting to fly today. Jay Woody. All right. This is so off topic, and I can't even believe I said it out loud last week. But so every day this week, I had some in the trap in the morning. This morning is the first morning I didn't. So what's up, Brian Chambers? One day, I even had two of those little boogers in the same trap. But I got the plate, I got them out, and I got everything fixed up on the house over the last couple days. So I got it buttoned up, and now I'm doing like new siding and stuff like that. Bread trim or beard trim? We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that was a big deal, and I'm really glad it's over. And every day, like I said, every stinking day. And then I got to where it was like, you know what? I think I'm just catching randos. I don't think there was any more under the place. And so last night, I set it up one more time. uh, and I made it impossible for it to be. I put it like basically built it into the foundation. So the only way I wasn't going to catch a rando, the only way I was going to get one is if by chance there was one still underneath. And it was the only way out. And I didn't get one. So done. Buttoned it up. Buttoned it up, man. We are finished. You know, like I said, I didn't build the sunroom, and I think it was an afterthought. I think originally it was a lattice around the bottom, and that stuff is no good. So when they fixed it, they didn't do a really good job. They had all these concrete, not a footer, but they did the tubes, the concrete tubes for the posts. You know what I gave them? Oranges, like those little tiny oranges. I cut it in half, and then that and a little dog food. And man, every night I had them. What's up, Georgia Watts? Here's to going full ZZ Top. I'll trim it, but I don't think I'm cutting it. I don't know. I just don't mess with it. Really, that's the beauty of it. Every now and then I got to cut my lips. Yeah, those cuties, man, they're good for all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's a done deal. Pepe Le Pew, outside your place. Don't cut it. Don't cut it. EQ says FMS Electronics going in as B17. There you go. No, I didn't get any vanilla cookies. It was going so good for me already. Yeah, I think I saved a ton of money by dealing with it myself. I tell you what, though, it was kind of unnerving, though. Quite a little rush every morning dealing with them. Jeff in Lower Alabama was up, but I took them back to the same place by the river every release. So hoping they find each other, because I'm a hippie in a way, down deep underneath it all. Well, it's a hippie almost downgrades what it really is. It's a very large appreciation for creation is what it is, and a soft heart. You know what I mean? Sweet, Ethan. Been saving up. Bob Villa says, good job. So does Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Thanks, Aaron Phillips. Let's see. I've almost got enough money saved up to get myself my first car. Plan on buying a Chevy S10. Cool. Down by the river. Yeah. Dude, Randy, I saw them working to try to get out of the thing I had them in. They are strong, and they just dig right through the cage. Soft heart and hard head. So I'll take it. It's fine. Boss had a beard for 42 years and then cut it for work. I think it's funny when TJ shows us his pictures before he had one. You know what I mean? It's different, isn't it? All of a sudden, it's like, dude, don't have a chin. I mean, that's how I feel about myself at this point. Oh, no. What's up, Mike SSI? In the house? So, yeah, I can't believe I even mentioned it. Yeah, I talked to him nice and everything. I also will cuss them out though. I mean, if they scare me or start carrying on, usually they'd be carrying on, and then um, the minute they saw me, they'd kind of cower a little bit. I mean, we are bigger, right? Brad, what is happening? What is up? Yeah, boss, I hear you. I mean, I feel like if I was out in the country, maybe it would be a different story, but it's all right, man. And I just hope they find each other. My kids are little, so I finally, when it was all over, I kind of told them what was going on. And they're little, so they're gullible too. And it's like, what happened when you took the babies? I was like, well, when I got to where I dropped them off at, the mom raccoon had her apron on and was making lunch, and the dad was reading newspaper, smoking a pipe. And then when the kids came, they got on them about being, gone all night. My twin brother has a beard, 15 minutes older than me. He needs a beard. Got a face for radio, huh? What's up, Rogers? Kenny Rogers in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan's working on it. I think it took me a while to do it, be able to do one. I used to keep it clean forever. I kept it clean forever. And when I first started the channel and stuff, I was keeping it clean too, because at that time I was still. The idea of getting older kind of sucked worse to me at that time, so I shaved. I had gray then too, probably in my face. Nice. Roger's got a camera for long form. Sweet. I'm going out Tuesday and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going flying with a real pilot. And he's filming me, and he doesn't ever do that. So I already kind of know how that goes. So I'm going to be filming him as well, so we make sure we get some good video of this new stuff. So yeah, there have been some videos, a lot of videos from Null. Every time I watch one, I get very jealous. I try till I start biting my upper hair lips. Craig Beavan, what am I can't tell you. If you want to see a recent cameo, Brad is in the Brian Phillips video. The Brian Phillips from Null. Our buddy Brad is in there about 30 minutes into the video, sounds like. I know I need to go, dude. Holy smokes. Slaps, you're right. That probably would increase memberships. Kenny Rogers is healing up. I don't know what tibia is, but good luck. Good luck. Long gray beards and Harley Davidsons. Coming up soon this holiday weekend for libations, tomfoolery, and ballyhoo. Get some tomfoolery up in here. Oh, that's what it's called? Snow says Nate was in the tail heavy video today as well. Oh, geez. I saw his video too of going through there, of his first time experience there. Yeah. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Hopefully you guys are checking out all your friends online and what they're doing. Our buddy Garrett Bean Garrett, who just the other day, it seems like, was learning how to fly, is flying real ones. And they're sharing out what they're doing at the Birmingham RC YouTube channel and the Garrett Bean Garrett YouTube channel and all the socials that go with that. Those guys are a really good picture of what a club can be in a community. Pretty neat. Brad says he's the slightly overweight fellow with a little more gray in the hair. Aren't we all, though? Man. Aren't we all? Dude, it's so funny. You guys have heard people talk about love language, right? Talking about their significant other and stuff. So, like I said, I'm doing this work on the foundation, basically, and I had a wood pile up against one side behind me. And my wife, and I'm kind of nuts about wood piles. I like to stack them good and so they're not falling over, and pack it pretty tight, you know. And so my wife did it while I was working on the rest of the stuff. She moved the wood pile. And I'm sitting there doing morning coffee outside. We got all the kids and stuff. And I'm looking at that wood pile and I'm like, son of a gun. I think she probably did a better job than I do. And she knows how I am about it. So I think she tries, you know. But man, it is quite the pile. And it's like a weird kind of love, like if I surprise her and like do the dishes or something, it's, you know, it's kind of special. Or like she likes it when I work on the house, you know. But I'm like, usually we know what our love language is, but I just discovered that my part of mine is also, dang, that girl stacked that wood pile really well. Very good. Spencer, you got to come to Bigfoot, dude. Good time. Bigfoot's awesome. I think Knoll is one of those things you got to get on your, like, at least go once. To me, it always seemed a little bit more hectic than I wanted to deal with, but I think I still got to go do it. Man, I was on my way to it. The first year there was a rain out. I was already in the van, loaded up and going. And, and all my friends were like, dude, you're going to love it. And a ton of folks are going to know you and you're just going to have a blast. What am I missing here? Go like the video, everybody. Which video? Gompy? The video foo? I'm soaking in it. Where? Brian, as long as your next video isn't Palmolive, I'm soaking in it. No, so many flight lines. It's a blast. Seem to be a lot of people crashing the Twin Timber. I don't know why. Guys at Boss's Field fight over who's in charge of the popcorn machine. Oh no, Randy. I've been beating my timber up, man. I'm in tall grass, so I keep flipping it over, and it's tough as nails. Man, great variety of flying at one place. Yeah, it's me. It looks like it. The 3D line looked like it was on fire. Man, some of those big planes just so cool to watch. You know, Null may have stole the thunder of some of my Alabama videos. By the time I got them out, people were already at Null. But I got a bunch of crazy cool stuff from Alabama up on my channel. You guys check it out. A lot of it was at Null as well. Paul, come on now. It's me, Mario. Fireball. You're to blame. You know, it's funny. You can figure out what's going on by just the headlines half the time. What was up with the Zoom last night, man? Was there one? Was there one? I tried to jump in it, but it was late. It was probably 12:30 by the time I tried to show up. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, man, those are good. Those are some good videos, man. Of some great new products, and also just some stuff people had. There was a Zoom, huh? Y'all turned in early, I guess. After show, yeah, we'll do one. I think an hour is probably enough for me tonight. And then maybe I'll pop in later. Check the grill, man. Usually my people usually go, they were going to be in Tennessee, but it didn't happen. My little one wasn't feeling good, and then my boy got a pink eye thing happening, and so it's like, well, y'all ain't going out of town then, and I'm glad. So the school's about over for him too. And my boy, I got to get him ready to rock because he's going with me. Unless he changes his mind, he's going with me to RC Fest in Illinois. Yeah, Craig. There's a Zoom link. Y'all. Same as it ever was. Been going all day on the grill, says Kenny Rogers. There you go. You guys ended early. Yeah. That's cool. I tried to pop in on y'all, but like I said, it was late. It was late by the time I got to it. I got a bunch of crawler stuff I want to do, and just stupid stuff like servos and things. I managed to skip it, Craig. Like everybody in the house had it, but when I'm not like a germaphobe or nothing, but dude, these kids go to school, and they're kids, and when they go to school, there's a ton of other kids there. So like I'll be washing my hands a bunch and keeping them out of my face. P51D spent the whole day at our club's Warbird Fun Fly. Very cool. Very cool, man. I may even start going to the club meetings. Who knows? I'm thinking about it. Man, I'll tell you what. Every time I see his name, I'm like, I got to get me another one. The 1.5, I really missed the one I had. But it's like, do I get another 1.5 or try 1.7? FMS needs to send me some stuff. That's the problem. Thank you, Spencer. Bigfoot is a good time. Those cats in Alabama, it's worth the drive. I mean, for me, it's 10 hours, and I've been. I mean, honestly, I feel like we've all really helped promote this thing, and it's easy to because it's just such a fantastic time. Bigfoot is laid back, but it's still a big deal. The Bam Jam is a little lower key. But awesome. I mean, folks are just flying and flying and flying and flying. It's Amia. The mall has always had a great reputation, and I have not flown either one of them. I would love to fly the Blue Mall. I know for some people the blue is a problem. It looks good, but when you think about it in the sky, it's kind of like wrong color, homie. Like it's wrong color, but it looks like a fantastic plane, and it's got quite a reputation. Very wide landing gear stance, high wing. You know, FMS made. You know, E-flight plane or F whatever brand you call it. It's a solid performer. Man, Olson, I haven't. I think Bobby put a couple of those Dancing Wing Steermans together. I have not. It's Amia said that was the first thing he said. Blue? I know my dad would have been the same way. Like, blue? What the heck? Yeah, boss. It does look good on the water, and it's a great plane. The color's hard for some people. I'd be okay with it. But Bam Jam is a blast too. Only time I've ever been awakened by airplane flying at 5:30 a.m. says Rogers. Shoot, when Bobby goes, we'd still be flying at 2 or 3. Oh, sick. Yeah, sorry, Olson, I don't. Paul digs the ambiance. Yeah, dude, I'm just in my sunroom. My basement's not finished still. I think maybe I don't want to do it, is why it's taken me 4 years. Let's see. Rogers, you got your SU-27? Sick. Good. Chase just did a live flight from Null. Cool. Ambiance. Paul's flying right now. That stinker. Bro, all this moving out of the warehouse and all this stuff, I can't find my Ultrix. I'm like, what? I found the props for it, but I can't find the plane. The garage still is basically set up from the garage sale deal. I'm like, wifey, we gotta. Where those clothes need to go, bro? We can donate them. Let's do this. I need my garage. The mall is a great flyer. Kelly says his mall is on floats. Let's go. Bro, what boat do you have? You told me, but I forget. I got some boats at the shop right now. Mike Bird, the 600 is the one. I'm taking out the 1.5 Focke-Wulf tomorrow morning. Haven't flown it since last fall, says David Stanislaw. That's a great flying plane, man. I got a handful of videos on that one too. And the P-51. I enjoy that size a lot. Oh, sick, Fred. Fred's popping in, popping out. Can't stay with the family in Oshkosh for the weekend. Have a great weekend. And we remembered. Yes, sir. Thanks, Fred. Blackjack. There you go, Kelly. Roger says y'all talked about Ultrix so much he's gonna have to get one. They're fun. Brian. Oh no. It's around here somewhere, but bro, moving has been nuts out of that place. Blackjack. Is that 6S? Bro, we need a float fly. I got something I can't talk about yet. That'd be fun out there. There you go, Brad. Here you go, Brian. Yeah, well, I can't do the basement unless I can get the garage. $3S. What are we talking about getting? What I forget. I don't know. What am I getting? Cause yeah, I might know where to get one. Whatever it is. An Ultrix? Yeah, I mean I have one though. They're fun, Brad, and they do a heck of a flat spin, dude. Attaboy. Come back. Yeah, I mean I wear the pants. It's cool. Ultrix. Yeah. I got a micro one I need to see. I think it won't. Something was up with it. At last time I tried to bind it up, I don't think it worked right. But I'm gonna try it one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna send this back. It's all out of whack. Okay, so we're an hour and 4 minutes. I am gonna wrap it up pretty soon, probably. You know, a lot of stuff that's been released lately is kind of float optional. You know what I mean? You all love watching me put on the micro floats. You know. Now the air tractor can't take them, but the that can. This little dude can. I need a new prop shaft on this one, but it works still. It works still. I got my Twin Otter on floats. Need to bring that one, Kelly. My Beaver, no, it's not on floats anymore. My FMS one, but I can put them back on it. But I don't think we did the rudder deal on it. The water rudder. because we were flying it in the snow that way. I think it'd be fun to have them on the twin timber, and that mall looks good with them. But I can't do a blue one unless they send it to me. And they won't. Eric Quinn says he still has not had a chance to mate an Airwolf. Raining, windy, and cold, and the shop is full. Yikes. Don't need... That's true, Kelly. I had to make sure that thing's in working order. It seems like we had to fix something on it. I need a new cowl for it, dude. But it's all right. Jeff got a tugboat to push you back in. Yeah. Go Get 'em boat. First time I saw Go Get 'em boat was a guy flying at AMA headquarters, flying floats, and Lake Be Gone is what they call it. Certain time of year where the water would collect and you could float fly there, which was awesome because it was like the grass was mowed and then it fills up. So there's like no obstructions. You can walk in it. It's about up to your knees and there's no rocks. There's no nothing. Just perfect. And, but he had to go get him boat for if he dumped his any of his float planes, he could go get them. Jeff says his let's go. My big cub's on floats now. Sick. I'll fly yours, G. Did the water test with a Hacker rescue boat. Should work great. Jeff in Lower Alabama did a video on that. Check that out too. You guys. Hey guys. Sick. Made a small detachable keel today for it if it ever needed, but don't think it will be needed. Cool. The water test is up at midnight. You do release your videos late, don't you? Is there a reason? You going for the Euro crowd? I do them all kinds. I try not to do them late, but I feel like I suffer when I do them early. And if I was patient, I'd wait till 7, 8, or 9 at night to do them. But half the time, I'm letting them rip at lunch or something like that because I'll usually finish them off in the morning. Ha. Dude, I can't believe Cletus was able to get that B2 off of floats. Ha. 2 sets of floats. I couldn't believe it. And not only once, he did it repeatedly with that. I mean, just bonkers. That's pretty fun. Thing is, if I fly that, it'd be cool. It'd be fun. It just won't be on camera. Guy came in the store, wanted to buy my bunny fighter today. Like, nope. What's up, Mike and D? Watermelon. All right, man. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, y'all. Hopes and dreams, maiden flights. What are you guys getting into this week? Let me know. What maidens do you have to get done? Let it rip here for about 5. I'm gonna dip. Thanks for coming over to the Sunroom Lounge. It's really not a great backdrop for this, but it's nice to be home though. I've done this forever, not at home. You just do it at midnight. I wondered if it was you were going for pardon, a different kind of crowd, like other parts of the world. New releases are good at midnight. I mean, I can't help but pay attention to what big channels do. Certain big channels seem to only let their videos go around 7, 8, or 9 Eastern time. And there's analytics that a lot of us have access to. I don't think a lot of people know how to read them, but you can see when your audience is most active, and so it makes sense to try to let them go at that time. You got to put on a prop, call it on the F4F. Nice. The Wildcat, the hand launcher. That thing flies so stinking good, dude. That thing flies really good. Mike still has B-17 and T-33 to go. Earl's got a watermelon drag racer. He's been letting stuff go lately, hadn't he? That's cool. Always do things different. Yeah. That's cool too. That's cool too. I do things contrary to what I know is optimum sometimes because I'm impatient is why I bring it up, because I feel like I know when the best time to release them are, but I don't always do it. And man, I have a ton of like really good stuff from Alabama with less than 1,000 views on it. I mean, like hot planes. Like what? What's up, Wild Bill? Big Yellow tomorrow, says Boss. That's awesome. It's only 7:15 in Phoenix right now. That's crazy, Randy. I mean, I lose subscribers all the time, but I've never noticed views go away. That doesn't mean they haven't. I just haven't noticed. Paul has 2 of the old Free Wing B-17. Those are pre-motion Free Wing B-17s, pre-flight line. Do they call them flight line now? Good to see everybody tonight. Hope all have a good weekend, and bless all who served our country and the families as well that had a loved one that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you, Brad. Absolutely. Oh, it's me. You got the wrong fuse. That stinks. You asked them, Randy. I'm curious what they tell you. Well, I mean, they carried them. I mean, I did video on that Free Wing B-17, but this is before Flightline was around. They could easily call them Flightline though now, because that basically became the, like Warbird, like prop brand. 1,600 millimeter wingspan on that 4-engine bomber. Needs to be a little bigger, but it was cool. I remember doing barrel rolls in it and laughing it off. Because that thing really could lumber around pretty nice, but also you could pour it on and do stupid things. So I showed it all in that video from forever ago. It's not, I'm sure you can't see it anymore. Mike's got the 1875 one. Yeah, that would probably fly a little more like one. Yeah, they fly good. They do. I remember setting up the motors different than they said to. They had you setting it up like left and right, and I was like, that seems stupid. Why not go inboard and outboard? That way, if one of the batteries quits the bed, you still had symmetric power. Because, man, if you'd lose one, you would lose two, and you'd lose a whole side. That's not going to go very well. Yeah. Yeah, a little reflection this weekend, of course, and if you got kids around, tell them what the holiday's about if you get a chance. Mountain RC, thank you. Good evening to you as well. We're about to go here for this one. I don't even know how many shows it's been at this point. It's more than 4 years of this, I think. Good times. Be looking out. Make sure you're still subscribed and all that stuff. You guys probably are. You got your notifications, but at this point, so many of us are just ready to go at 9 on Saturday that you just come. So double check your stuff. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss it when we upload new videos. Be looking for me at 11 o'clock on Thursday, Eastern time, along with some of the others. And we'll share out the new one. That'd be fun, Mike. Everybody saying goodbye to each other. We're whittling off. Give it a like on your way out, y'all. Thanks so much. If you're shopping, come by the Palm Desert RC Fun Park or Granger, Indiana if you can. If you can't, click through the links in the description or go to pilotryanmedia.com and click through to your favorite brands. Thank you so much for doing that. It means the world to me. Absolutely necessary. Thank you so much for giving me the audacity and the courage to do this full time. It's y'all's fault. So thanks so much. Would you believe that I had Kenny and Wrights on the phone helping me finish the RV8 setup, says Wild Bill. Are you okay? Wild Bill, after that phone call, I want to know if you are okay. Being in the middle of that one, I just am not sure how you survived. Thank you, Mountain RC. 3:20 in the morning, says Stephen Proops. Whoa. You're a night owl. I am too, but I'm trying to quit. Peace, love, happiness, and hair lip, says Brian Chambers. That's not what he said. Have a good one, y'all. You guys are the best. All right, we are fitting to bounce. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Boom. I said boom.